This piece was written for the New York Philharmonic in 1976 and premiered in 1977. And Leonard Bernstein was the conductor. And my father was the concertmaster of the New York Philharmonic for 26 years. And he died in 1975. So this movement is really called Elegy in the concerto in his memory. And there's a big duet between the solo concertmaster and the clarinet in his memory, because all of the members of the orchestra were his friends, you know. And so that's why it has this very sad mood, that it is about my father. It's gone, and the other concertmaster is playing the solo, you see. So when you play later, that was solo violin. All the rest of the beginning and all the rest were tutti strings plus other instruments. Okay, so mainly it's I made this arrangement because my publisher wanted me to do this, and it's fine. But the problem acoustically is that you're very high, and you have to be very soft. That's the problem. And you know, if it's a full orchestra in a big hall, it's easier to do. But for chamber music, you know, you start off way up there, and you have to just be that quiet because everybody else is singles, strings. The rest of the concerto is very virtuoso, very, very virtuoso. But this is all about feelings and nuance, so it's very exposed. It's difficult because it's so very exposed. Back less even. No, not that much. It's a little less. Let's go back. Let's go back a little bit. It's just a little bit. Yeah. Just moving ahead, okay? You can enjoy, if you want a G, you can do blom, you could even do that, and then, you know, be very expressive. Okay? Let's just start at G, the bar before G.
1 bar before G?
Yeah. 44. Why no vibrato? Always vibrato. Yeah, this is not a sense of vibrato piece.
We were discussing it today about vibrato.
Well, you know, it's so strange because if you looked at a piece of music of another generation of composers, 19th century composers, you wouldn't assume there would be no vibrato. You would assume there would be vibrato. And whenever I don't want it, I put sense of vibrato. But with a lot of 20th century music, people assume that we don't want vibrato. But I don't know why, because I always say if I don't. It's a normal, beautiful vibrato is all I want. If I want molto vibrato, senza vibrato, I can always say so. But in general, it should be beautiful. And with vibrato, I mean, just put us with the same generation. Think of this as a piece of the past, but written in the present, in its mentality, that it wants that kind of, you know, expressive quality. And sometimes we don't. We always say so because our notation is so complete now that we can say anything. We can tell you what string, how to bow, everything. So just play it that way, okay? And just and always trail off when you have those diminuendos into nothing. Okay. So let's do again measure 44 at 1 before G. Wait. Okay, it's a whole measure. She's got a whole measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, bum. Yeah, And also at G, you have, it's 1, bum, bum, 2, 3, 4 to come in. Okay, together.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do that. 144 again. Hey, no, easy, easy. Okay, you see how tender he was? Just move a little bit ahead. But like that. So again, one before G, let's. Not so fast, take it easy. Okay, let me stop you all. In this case, for example, it was a 5/4 bar. I'm writing in some rubato sometimes. Okay, so you were playing it as a 4/4, so you came in a little early on him. In your case, when you got the da-dum-bum, the 2/2 bar, you actually made a quarter note out of the first one. So even though you did that, and when you got to in the previous page, when there's the 4/4 plus 1/4 on E, you played as a 4/4, see? But I'm stretching. See, one after E. On 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's that much I do want, is that if I build rubato of that kind in, you all need to play together. So you got to all count it. It's at all times. So let's be careful. Be careful about that. I want you to be expressive. But, if it's 5/4, it's not 4/4. Okay, so let's start again. Same place. Why not?
Isn't it too much, this mezzo forte? Do you like it?
I thought it was too much. I want everything to be really quiet. In fact, when you get down to your low, I want that sound in the Tchaikovsky 6 that you get. That's what I want. Okay? You're not going to be overwhelmed by it. So give me that, and that will move me. Okay, so one before G.